Hello, hello. I think we're live. I think we did it. I think I'm actually on time for once. Though it doesn't look like people are saying that in the chat. If you guys can hear me, put eggs in the chat. I don't know what the egg emojis are, but and we'll see how big of a delay. Okay. I have been awakened. Hey! The eggs worked. All right. All right, awesome. Well, guys, welcome to the first official live stream, at least I've done on this channel. I just figured it'd be kind of a fun little thing to just stream today. Try some stuff. I'm going to be working on some pixel art for my current game, Dewdrop Dynasty. So it's going to be really chill. We're just going to chat. And if you have any questions throughout the stream, please feel free. This is like your prime time to ask any questions. That's pretty much it. It's going to be really chill. We'll go for maybe about an hour and answer some questions. If this stream, let me know if the quality is good or if there's any complaints. I know right now it's a static background here. Does that make you sick? Good. So, yeah, feel free to ask away. And thanks so much for everyone who's like joining on already. So every time I've streamed, I've always had like 2 people. So, and that was usually my friends. So it's cool to see that there's some new faces here. And please make a pixel art egg for me. We'll see. Maybe I'll make some suggestions. We'll see how it goes, but really we're just gonna hang out today and kind of get away from all the craziness. Yeah, so feel free to ask questions. I'm gonna start by making an artboard real quick. Don't look at all this artwork. It's definitely not beautiful. I don't know what size I want to make this. I'm gonna make a rat boss. Do a pixel egg. We'll see about that. Pog for new faces. Yes. Hold on. My computer doesn't like me right now. Hold on. Hopefully that didn't just destroy the stream. For all you nerdy people out there, I'm using Linux. I use Manjaro. I don't use Windows 10. Actually, I take that back. When I edit, I use Windows 10. But the problems with Manjaro is like sometimes windows don't pop up, so I have to go out of full screen. That's really nerdy and technical, and you don't need to know all those details, but I'm giving them anyway. So let's get started here. We're gonna go to my palette real quick. All right, I'm just gonna get this set up while you guys feel free to ask any questions. What is going on? Sorry, ignore the random flashing. That is definitely intentional. Will the stream be backed up, put out on video demand later? Yes, it'll be probably unlisted in a playlist. So if you want to watch it later. You don't have audio, but you feel like something epic is going to happen. Well, that's great. Probably summarize in a vid trickster. What? Have you tried using any of the programs to make games like Godot or Unity or some less known ones like Stencil or whoa, what's that? Ethanol or whatever? Or maybe JMonkey? So I have used Godot. That's actually my current project that I'm working on here. Or at least artwork for. I have used Godot. I just started learning it recently. Before I used, what did I use? I used Construct. A lot of my videos are about, I'm in Construct or Construct 2 or 3. I mostly use Construct 2 because I bought that way before Construct 3 came out. But before that, I used GameMaker. So not even GameMaker Studio, I used GameMaker 7, which is way back in the day. And I've used Unity before. I made a terrible survival game called Survivormain. Maybe I'll put some screenshots up of that later. And then what else did I do? I've used Unreal Engine as well. So I've used a couple different things. I don't know if I haven't used Scratch. I think the most weird engine I've used is Smiley Basic for the Nintendo DS. It's literally basic for the Nintendo DS. I've heard of Scratch. It seems interesting, but I don't know. I feel like I kind of missed that time period or something. I don't know if it's a time period, but anyway, but that's a great question. Let me go back because may I ask how you got many views and 1,000 subs in a month? I honestly have no idea. I just started making content, and I've done YouTube before and I've had no success. So I think it's just maybe it's the algorithm gods. Maybe it's just people like awesome people like you that found my channel. So, but yeah, thank you for the question. Any thought on Atlas beetles for NPC enemy designs? Actually, I'm not sure exactly what an Atlas beetle is, but I have thought about making beetles for an NPC. Actually, you see, if you watch the first Dewdrop video, you actually see there's like a beetle NPC. I'm not sure if it's an Atlas. I'll have to do my research, but I think that would be an interesting design choice for sure. Okay. MIT Scratch, nice. Okay, let me see. I use Scratch. I'm not even caught up in the latest stuff yet. Let's see. If I miss your comment, please post it again, because how many subs? This began around a month ago. Respect. I hope I hope I will be able to be that successful too. I watched your videos and found you from the Scope Creep game. That's awesome. Welcome aboard. You make really good games on Scratch, but it's hard. Yeah, Scratch seems a lot like old. It seems a lot like the plug and play system of Construct. I'm kind of beyond that now with game devs. Like I always make this joke, but I'm doing more so stuff with like actual programming. Like I'm trying to use C++ and with SDL2 or whatever. Is that what it's called? I can't think of that library name, but so I'm trying to become more of a big boy programmer instead of using like the drag and drop script of Construct, which I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but you definitely are super limited. And as you can see, believe me, I have plenty more projects and videos that I made in Construct that I just couldn't finish due to the sheer number of the sheer number of like how difficult it is kind of to program big games. You get good at editing other design too. That's why so many like you behaving like a pro editor. Yeah, I will give a disclaimer. Like I am a graphic designer by trade, so I actually that's what I do full time. And I work for a Fortune 50 company. I'm not gonna name names there, but so I do have editing experience. I'm not saying I'm the best editor. I definitely have some stuff, and I also just have played around in the past. Like really, if you want to get good at anything, you just have to mess around with it. Make something terrible. Like my latest advice. This is a weird looking rat, but I kind of love him. The scale's kind of jank. Also, his nose is saggy, but we'll get there. Let's see. I'm using Unreal. That's good enough. Yeah, Unreal, if you know how to use it, it's more, people always say it's more towards artists. I disagree with that, but I think it's great. I just never really clicked with it. But yeah, like I used Unreal probably like 8 years ago, maybe even longer. I was 13 at the time, so I was pretty young. That rat looks cool. Tacos versus eggs. Okay, depends. If it's the egg just by itself, egg loses every time. But if it's taco versus like breakfast sandwich egg, that's not bad, you know. I'll give you that. You still use construct, or did you update? I still use, okay, so if you want to do multiplayer stuff with construct, you have to use the older version. Even in construct 3, if you're trying to do like multiplayer, you have to use construct 2's runtime. So I just prefer sticking with construct 2, though. A video that I'm gonna do, or a future video that I'm working on right now, it talks about one of my first games in construct 3, and I actually did like it a lot. I actually made the whole game from the browser in like a matter of 2 weeks. So I think it's completely fine. I just was using 2 because I bought it. Hi Goodgis, smiley face. I literally discovered the Dewdrop Dynasty literally 1 hour ago. Immediately fell in love. Can't wait to play it. I'm super happy that people are enjoying it. I'm glad we're actually working on it. And if I could pronounce your name well and not slaughter it, I would, but I can't, so I'm sorry. But thank you so much for that. Would you make the rat have an egg and a taco in its mouth? Probably not. Thinking that at the scale, it would have to be a huge taco, or a small taco for that matter. Let's see how weird. I don't want this rat to look too happy either, because you're gonna kind of beat him up, and I would feel bad if the rat looks too good, you know, like too happy. Yeah, rats also have kind of like weird eyes. We're getting there. Everything's a process. This stream was taken over by the egg. Indeed it was. Hard-boiled taco or soft-shell egg? Ooh, that's a great question. Maybe soft-shell egg on that. What's your favorite way to make an egg? This is like cooking advice with Goodgis. Probably just scrambled. I like hard-boiled. I'll give you that. That's about it. Egg versus taco versus pumpkin. Yeah, pumpkin's like, it's a good flavor, but it's not like it's just squash. It's glorified squash by itself. I'm not gonna just eat a pumpkin and munch down on that. That's no good. Rat hype, yes, I approve. Hard scrambled, soft scrambled, sunny side up over easy, over medium, over hard. It's a lot of different ways to eat eggs. Maybe a little too much. Discord invite, I don't know. If you're talking about my Discord, there should be a link in the description for the Fearth Studio Discord. And for those who don't know, Fearth Studios is the studio that I run. We have about, 8 people that are in charge, or that are a part of the team, which you'll see some of them around, and some of them will be in the videos down the line. But we just all like making games, so if you like my games, then you'll certainly like their games as well. Have you tried looking into Godot multiplayer? I actually just started, last week? Or I think it was this weekend I was looking at it. But the problem is, between making videos and working on Dewdrop, I don't have a lot of free time to like mess around, I guess. But it's on my list of something I really want to like learn. So I might mess around with a prototype for like an online game. We'll see. I don't talking about scope creep, or like not scope creep, but talking about just like getting distracted by side projects. Like I'm so notorious for getting distracted, so I'm really trying my best to not get distracted with my projects. This rat is looking really weird. You should add a lighter shade of pink a little. Yeah, the only problem is there's like no shading style in the game. So I guess the Rungus King has it a little bit. I can kind of use him as a reference. Also, I'm not loving the colors. They're a little too bland, so we'll get there. Everything's a journey, and it also, I'm getting distracted. You should make your elf thing channel, a custom emoji. I would love to do that. I got to figure out how to do that first. But that'd be awesome. The elf should be an NCP, or I'm assuming NPC. Could be. I would. The elf is actually like, I don't know why. I really do view myself as an elf. I feel like I have somewhat of a trolly personality sometimes. But he's also based off of a game called Elfbound. It's not actually going to be called that, but it's a winter game I started last year about, it's kind of like an Earthbound inspired weird Christmas game. And the first line is that all elves are born in darkness. So you'll have to wait and see if I actually do anything with that, but it's kind of a weird, fun little project I was working on. Let's see. Give the rat some triangle glasses and a cigar. You know, that's not a bad idea. I'm thinking we need to change his color. Let's make him like, yeah, we need this rat to really stand out here. His color, ooh, his colors are a little too tame for me, you know. We could add, I'm worried about the shading because it's not really consistent with the rest of the style, so we'll see. Like I said, it's all just something. Also, I apologize if I'm scrolling back and forth too far or fast. Maybe make some multiplayer tic-tac to get the idea. That's not a bad idea, I guess. Whoa. Okay, hold on. A elf NPC, yes. Make the hands pink in the hands. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. And I realized that I'm trying to separate like the pink with like a black outline too. Like the colors shouldn't overlap. Ooh, that's so creepy looking. Elf Easter egg, perhaps. Short peeps are cool. Santa's little helper. Santa's little helper. Tall peeps are cool. Brown rat. Yeah, all the music is in the description. It's this guy that does some sweet royalty-free music. Normally, royalty-free music is kind of bad, and I'm always dreading trying to find it. But this guy is fantastic. So highly recommend you check it out. I guess we could make his whiskers gray still. Why not? He probably needs them on this side too, though. His feet are a little small. That's concerning. It's quite a big rat. I'm curious how he stays balanced. Like, all right, that's getting there. I was wondering if we should add like a scar on his face, because this rat has been through some stuff. You know, like he's like one of those like anime characters that has like a tragic backstory. Oh gosh, that's not. It's not reading like a scar though. That's reading like a eyelash or something. I could even do it on his back or something. Put Goku in the game? Yes. How much did Construct 2 cost? It's also $99 a year. Construct 2 is cheaper. I think, well, it's more expensive. It's $130, I think, or $120 one-time payment. It's not yearly. And that's what I liked about it, because I don't know about you guys, but I'm not a big fan about paying stuff every year. And that's why Godot is like the best, because you don't have to ever worry about that. Let's add some hair. Why am I giving this guy like little bat wings? It's weird. He needs more character. Like, he's a little too sterile. Ooh, that's kind of weird giving him like... I kind of like that though. I thought you can't buy Construct 2. I don't think you can buy it anymore, Bonzo. Also, Bonzo is one of the members of Fearth, so everyone say hello to the Bonzo. You forgot the other hand. I know I'm struggling. I gotta get this other hand done. I don't know why, but the music sounds like insanely loud in my ear right now. Can't afford Construct. Even if I could, if it was not... Construct 3 is free. There's a limit to what you can do with it, but it's still like... You can still do quite a bit. More than you think you can. So if you want to try out Construct, I always recommend Construct 3 because it is free. There's a free version, I should say. It's not like... And it's not fantastic, but it does give you like a way to kind of preview it. Let's change his nose position. Is that better? Ooh, he's looking less radish though. Let's make it big. I'm in favor of the big nose. Oh, it doesn't really look like, it almost looks like teeth at that point, like. Ooh, he's like a beaver guy, but that's not exactly what I'm looking for. That's gonna mess up his eye, but hey. Oh gosh. He's looking like a rat, that's for sure, but he's not a rat I would want to meet. Then again, are there any rats you really want to meet? No, let's stick more with this side profile thing here. I'm glad you like the stream. Yeah, like I said, I've streamed a couple times in the past, not on this channel, of course. This is my first stream for Goodgis. And I don't mind doing it. I'm not what you call, I don't want to be a streamer is what I'm trying to say. But I have no problem with doing like a chill stream, especially if it's just working and chat with you guys. I more so am working on this, so it just gives me something to do while you guys are sending in stuff. Maybe we just don't give him arms. Maybe we just give him like a weird like body. I think that's even weirder. Like, I don't know. A rat with no arms just seems better in my opinion. If you disagree, then congratulations. Can I have a taco? No. Make an ear bitten from a battle. That's not a bad idea. Let's see if I can make it read though, like it like it was bitten. That's kind of. You definitely have limitations with this art style, that's for sure. And he does need something on his stomach, or like maybe his stomach is a different color. That really makes no sense for a rat whatsoever. But it's my game, you know. I'll just make whatever. I think some of the best character design comes from creating something really like weird. Almost, it's looking like a Goomba. Looking like a Goomba. He's an egg rat. Could be. Advice for someone who tries to become a YouTuber. I think just do something that you're actually passionate about. A lot of YouTubers out there, and I may be overgeneralizing, but I feel like a lot of people just do something that's popular. And not that doing something popular is wrong, but you gotta actually like what you're doing. Otherwise, oh, this is creepy looking. Otherwise, you're not gonna stick with it. So I really recommend that you find something that you're passionate about, and do it also just because you want to. Don't do it because you're trying to become like famous. I find that whenever anything, I'm not even just talking about YouTube, anything in my life, whenever I try hard, it's just like the world can tell that you're try-harding, and it just you have no success. So yeah, I don't know if that helps, but and I wouldn't even say like, it's weird giving an opinion because like this is all very new to me, but I don't know. Best of luck to you though. I think 2 with the arms part. Ooh, whoa. Oh my gosh, the cat. What am I saying? The rat and the cat. The chat keeps jumping. OMG, hi, I literally just found your channel. I like your content, your project so far. Thank you so much. Wintus JC? I can't. I'm bad with this. Seth Reztech, honestly. Do it for yourself and enjoy yourself. If you can't enjoy it, there's no point in doing it. Exactly right. Oops. Rat man. Exactly. Maybe pierce the ear. That's an option. We could maybe pierce his nose. That'd be weird. Nice game. You should try G-Develop too. It's really similar to Construct, but it's free. Even I've heard about G-Develop. Sounds interesting. Goomba Rat, eggs. Any more Dewdrop devlogs coming? Yes. So that's partially why there's not a video this week. I just figured I'd rather stream, chat with you guys. Is because I haven't had time to work in the game that much. So I'm trying to, this week, I have a video in the works, so don't worry, there's new videos. So I'm wrapping that up, and then that'll give me some extra time to work on Dewdrop, and we actually have a big announcement with Dewdrop. So stay tuned, because I know it's kind of weird because I made that video and then I made a bunch of other ones, so. But that's a great question, thank you. Let's see. What is the best way to have people test out and prototype your game or concept? I always just have my friends test out my games, and then if they like it, then that's a good sign. I actually made a board game called The Keep, and I played a bunch, and I had my friends play it. And like I said, if your friends are bored, they'll tell you straight to your face. And if you don't have friends, like sometimes it's hard to hang out with your friends and meet up with them, then like get in a Discord community and have people start playing it. So we have a Discord if you're interested, but don't feel like you have to join ours just because. I don't want to force anyone into being like, you gotta join. If you want to be successful, you gotta join my Discord. Thanks. Like none of that. So when does the rat get a taco? Here, okay. Everyone's been talking about tacos and eggs. You know what? You wore me down. Here's the worst looking egg. Ready? Okay, hold on. It's a little, hold on. This egg keeps getting bigger. Yeah, there we go. There's your egg. And then for all you other people out there, here's a taco. It's not a very big taco. There's got to be some meat in it as well, right? Or some cheese. There you go. Okay. What attack does I have no idea with the rat boss yet. He's gonna be the first boss you encounter, and he's just after you pick up the gun for the first time. So it's gonna be a really simple pattern. Maybe he just rushes at you. And it's gonna be simple like that. So nothing crazy. Do I know Japanese, or did you make the Japanese app from the other video? Or how did I make the Japanese app from the other video? I do know Japanese. Let me think of something to say. I'm blanking. I can say something basic like Tokyo Eki wa doko desu ka? Like where's Tokyo Station? I do have a tutor that I just started talking with online, or an online tutor who's a Japanese native. It's hard to learn a language when you're not around natives, and I live in Ohio, so that's like, I think the population of the Japanese people in Ohio is like 3,000, so that's very small. So I have been learning though for the past like 3 or 4 years. I can read a lot of stuff, but it's a process. Oh my gosh, I'm getting so behind in the chat, guys. I'm sorry. So when does the rat get a taco? I read that. Japanese, you should make an Easter egg where the elf stands outside. Perhaps I will make an Easter egg. My idea. The rat should have a pattern on his belly to resemble an Easter egg. Actually, just to get feedback, what do you guys enjoy most in this sort of promotion? Yeah, so real quick, what's the challenge? Well, okay. Feedback. You guys enjoy that would sort of promotion a community, whether that's a challenge or stream or also entirety. So Seth, I don't mean to like dox you here. It's not really doxing you, but Seth is also a part of the Fear team as well. So I should make you a mod, Seth. I'm sorry. Any games that inspired you to make Dewdrop? Any favorite video games? Any tips and tricks for Godot? What's the hardest thing to code so far? Okay, so focus on this so I can answer this question. Focus on the tacos and eggs. Here, let's do this. I'll add a little shine. There we go. So games that inspired Dewdrop Dynasty, Cave Story is like probably the biggest one. It's funny, I don't really like Metroidvania games, in the sense that I'm not a big fan of the setting, like the sci-fi setting. Hollow Knight is a good game. I actually didn't play it though until after I started working on Dewdrop. I have to say Zelda and like Ocarina of Time and Cave Story, like my biggest. Oh, also Bobo Robot by Sock Pop are what inspired Dewdrop Dynasty. Any favorite video games? God, we gotta go through this fast. Super Mario RPG, it's like one of my all-time favorites. Paper Mario, like I love the Mario series. Big fan of Zelda. Let me think of a non mainstream. The Earthbound series, I've been a fan of that for a very long time. Yeah. Okay. Any tips and tricks for Godot? Just start learning it. It's very overwhelming. I think the interface is kind of blah sometimes. Like it looks great, but it's hard to get into. So just watch a lot of tutorials and read up. What was the hardest thing for you to code? Hardest thing for me to code was to if you're talking about Godot, it's getting objects to interact with each other. It's not like typical game engines. You have to connect the nodes. It's confusing. It's like a file structure. It's crazy. But if you mean the hardest thing I've had to code in general, maybe that was trying to get the database system to work in one of my MMOs. I don't know if that was the craziest, but so thank you, Domine, for all those questions, if that's how you say it. Retro Dead, hi. What do you think the best way to get eyes on your game is? I really don't know. I think just showing your work and being humble about it. Like people don't want to be advertised to. People don't want to be like, hey, buy my game. Like I think if you just are really transparent about your process, people like to see that. I don't know. That's really the best advice. I'm still in that same boat, so. Best of luck to you, though, and thanks for the question. Petition for Goodgis to make a multiplayer game about tacos fighting eggs. That could be a possibility. Can the rat be obsessed with rotten eggs? And he thinks it's a child? Perhaps. I don't have audio. Is that an egg? Yes. Yes, taco. Goodgis makes the worst egg. 2 seconds later, tries to fix it. I am a designer, after all. Will the egg and taco become a collectible? Perhaps. My purpose is complete. Give him sombrero. This is like... What are we going to make egg tacos next? Egg taco... Pog... Okay, whoa. Okay. Too much. You guys are crazy. I can't even keep up with this. Here. I'm trying to give you something new to look at. Here, have fun. Look at these weird character designs while I'm reading. Make the rat protect the egg and the taco. Perhaps. Have the boss throw tacos. Perhaps. Anybody getting some big Sims vibes from this music? Perhaps. There's some random Japanese in here. Unfortunately, I don't know the kanji, and I'm not even going to attempt it. And also, my grammar sucks. Whoa, what a chill stream. Hey, Jolly Potato. Man, it has been so long. Like, I don't even know how long it's been since I've talked to you. I hope you're doing well, and it's good to see you again. Let's see. You should become one of those inspirational speakers. You could do it! You could make a game! That's how it feels. Do an MMORPG in the future? I will do one in Godot, and I will do a tutorial on it sometime. I'll actually do a series on Construct as well eventually. I just need the time. Goodgis for president? I don't know about that. What language do you use the code on Godot? You can use GDScript, which is Godot's built-in programming language. It's similar to Python, or you can use C# or C++. I would recommend using, if you're gonna learn a language, I would recommend using GDScript because it's more built-in. Seth can tell you more about. Actually, he already did tell you all about it. Wow, you're beating me to it, Seth. Do you ever feel tempted to make 3D games? Yes, I actually have made one or two. I've never published them. And there's actually a game jam coming up. Okay, here's my plug real quick. On itch.io right now, it doesn't start for a month, and I'm gonna have a whole video on this. Fearth is hosting the Great Winter Game Jam, and it's like 20 something days long. You make a game, and for that game jam, I'm gonna try to make a 3D game. So that's, I think, don't quote me on that yet, but I'm pretty sure. And if who is it? Crepe, if you wouldn't mind posting the game jam link in the chat, so if people want to check it out, that'd be awesome. Thank you. And thank you for the question, Very Odd Pixels. Okay, you may go, Rix, because you got to play MC with your friends. Thanks for hopping on the stream. Whoa, you're streaming. Awesome. Thank you so much, Alexander. Oh, don't worry. Casting on Unreal also isn't connecting nodes way too hard. Okay. Like, if you're in the egg gang, this is like, it's like Danny and the milk gang. We're going to have the egg taco gang. Which one are you, an egg or a taco? My name is supposed to be said Amino, but I got it. I gotcha. My code on Godot is the definition of spaghetti. Isn't it all? Yeah, guys, we got to see taco or egg for 2020. Keychain eggs. In my C++, I have not learned that much. Make the egg and the taco's currency to buy stuff. Could be. What we want. Goodgis for president. It's been a long time. I know. Yeah, for those who don't know, like, back in the day, I used to do vlogs and I used to do Let's Plays. Like, I'm not even joking, probably like 8 years ago. And didn't get a lot of views, didn't get a lot of subscribers, but Jolly Potato, he was there in every video. You and Skippy Gamer were there every video to comment and support me, so I appreciate it. It's good to see you. You should make egg merchandise. We'll think about that. Greeting words. Wow, he's actually far. I know. I'm trying to catch up on these comments. I'm so far away. Everyone, stop commenting so I can read them all. No, I don't mind you guys commenting. It's totally fine. Thanks for posting that link, Crepe. What up, gamers? I was the founding egg. You were. Egg 2020. Just found the stream. Here to lurk a bit. The art is really nice. Thank you so much. Also, I love that your picture is Godot. Or you can call him Godot, whatever, from Phoenix Wright. But I love him. You know the property of Nintendo. Beautiful. You have a war about tacos and eggs. I found the taco gang. Hello, all. Wow, that's nice. What Potato did. Yeah, Potato's a really cool guy. We used to play RoboCraft together. Or we played like Realm of the Mad Guy and stuff. Hey man, it's totally cool. It was a fun part. It was an exciting part of our life, so. All right. That was a lot. Let's keep going. Feel free to keep asking questions. Don't let me scare you. Okay, what if we made this rat? Like, what if we made him really weird? Let's see. Oh dang, thank you for recognizing him. Anyway, if I can actually ask, do you have any advice for improving with pixel art? I think the number one thing with pixel art is to just study other people's work. So I've said this a million times already, and I'll say it again that I'm actually a graphic designer by trade, and the way I learned, I went to college for it, but I also was self-taught a lot of it. Basically, just go find stuff that really inspires you. Make a huge folder, like anything that just inspires you. If it's pixel art, if you like something like, oh, like this guy is so cool, take a screenshot and then put it in a folder. And if you just look at good art all the time, then you start to kind of piece it together and study it. And it makes more sense. Actually, shout out to Bonzo Bean for giving me that piece of advice. So, but I hope that helps. And thanks for the question. Vote egg if you want free chickens. Yes. Retro Dead. I've been using Construct 2 to build my game. What do you think would be the best way to save multiple types, large amounts of data, in a simple to recover away. Depends on what you're trying to do. Probably a dictionary and then saving the JSON. Or tile map and saving the JSON. Everything is about saving the JSON with construct. So I would look up, data management with dictionaries maybe, and then using JSON to export it as a file. So if you're trying to create a save system. What engine do you make the 3D game with? I've used Unity for 3D games. I made a game called Bubble Duckies, and it's basically Super Monkey Ball, but let's be honest, it's way better. No, I'm kidding. I may release that still, but I'll probably do it in Godot because Godot's got 3D support. Will you sell this game when you're done? Probably. I'm not going to charge a lot, and the only reason I want to sell it is if we can make enough money, then we can put it on the Switch, and that's kind of like a dream of mine. Can you the link to it's Bobo Bobo Robot by Sock Pop. I don't have a link on me. We were amazing at Robocraft. Yes, we were, and we'll leave it at that. Also for game jams and such, do you do your own music? Do you have any advice for or programs to help with that? I generally try to do my own music. If not, you can check out Mod Archive, but you have to make sure that it's for commercial use if you're trying to sell it, or like there's a lot of free music out there, but I like the process of actually making the music myself. So I would check that out. Any programs? I use GarageBand with Mac. It's funny. I use a Linux computer, a Windows computer, and a Mac computer all the same day, like every day. So it's really weird going back and forth, but GarageBand's great. Or there's Bossa Nova, I think was what's called. It's free on itch.io. Great, check it out. Thanks for the question. Can you show us gameplay? I can't because that would spoil the new video, but I would love to. The food election. Type egg for egg as president. Type taco for president. Taco. Oh, just wondering, what are you working on at the moment for the stream? I'm working on the artwork for Dewdrop Dynasty. It's it's a bug-themed Metroidvania game that's inspired by like Cave Story. I'll give you a peek of what the new area kind of looks like. It's still a work in progress. Also, secret characters. Are you ready? Oh, okay. That's it. That's all you got. And I'm working on the boss for this first tutorial area. Well, I'm trying to work on the boss, but I keep getting distracted. Let's see. Eggs, I can't decide. JSON. If you don't end up selling enough copies, there's always Kickstarter. Yeah, that's definitely a possibility. I don't know. Why did I say that so weird? Yeah. I would think about doing a Kickstarter as long as like people get enough back. I'm not a big fan of like hey, let me take your money and do that. Like if people are gonna put money towards something, I want them to actually get something of like significant value. So there's always that. Egg started the war with the Watermelon Kingdom. I like this like egg fanfic that's going on. I'm dual booting Linux Mint and 20 and Windows 10. Yeah, I'm dual booting Manjaro, Arch. By the way, I use Arch. That cringe meme. And Windows 10. Congrats. You're superior for using Linux. What distro you... Okay. You prefer tea or coffee? I used to be a barista. That sounds so pretentious. I like coffee. I love the taste of it. I hate caffeine because it makes me feel like the devil. So I drink more tea, and I like tea. I drink all sorts of types of tea, but it really depends. Some mornings I'll drink tea just for the caffeine, and then a cup of coffee just for like decaf for the taste. I'm like out of breath from talking too much. Hold on. Do you know any good game engines for multiple different programming language? Maybe one. Huh. That's a great question. Multiple different programming languages. Generally, game engines are very specific to a language. I mean, I honestly don't know. That's a good question. If anyone has any thoughts on that, do you know any from multiple different, maybe one for JavaScript, Pygame, etc. Yeah, I really don't know. Looks like Seth already asked that. Seth, if you want to ask any really technical programming, like big brain questions, ask Seth. Here, let me move my mouse so it looks like something's happening. Screenshot, and there's new characters. Oh, thank you. Show some gameplay real quick. I can't because my computer will hate me and I don't have it set up, and also you'll just have to wait for the next devlog. What takes up more of your time, art or programming? Probably depends on the game, but most of the time it's art because I like kind of a perfectionist when it comes to like, it's hard. You have to think like, how's the UI going to interact with the characters? Where's the animation? And all of like the juiciness from the game comes from the artwork. So it's really, if you want your game to like sell or to look interesting, you have to make it look sexy, even if the game, like even if there's like no programming to it. But some games more programming. I try to actually, this is really weird, but I tried using libtcod with C++. It's a library for making a roguelike game, just so I could focus on the programming and not the artwork. So we'll see if anything happens with that. Is it illegal if I post a secret character in the art section? You can go ahead if you want. Programming is quick. Okay. Let's see. Maybe I'll make a ball version of it. There's more questions, but I have to like... I should have just not worked on artwork at all. I should have just put my camera on and just sat. Because it's hard to balance between the two, but it's awesome. I'm not complaining. I'm saying that with happiness and joy in my heart. Okay, blah, blah, somebody vote for, okay. Never Song was on Kickstarter, so why not Dewdrop Dynasty? The game has an old NES style, and there are tons of people who love good retro games, for example, Shovel Knight. That's true. I've actually launched, I think, one Kickstarter. We did it for it's actually you can buy the game we made. It's a tabletop role-playing game called Snomes, which there will be a whole video on it, believe me. And we did Kickstarter, and we actually had quite a bit of success. I think if the number was low enough, we would be guaranteed to like sell it. I just punched my desk. But well, I definitely am not opposed to it. I just have to look at the logistics because it's a lot of work. But thanks for suggesting the idea, though. Mostly off of coffee. Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, well, Frogmire, you do have a picture of Godot, so it makes sense that you're drinking 13 cups of coffee. Rip art. You should put Dewdrop on Steam, maybe. Maybe Dewdrop is on Steam. You'll have to wait the next video to find out. Do you think you'll ever vlog again? You know what? I may. I still have all my vlog videos out there. I think it would change a little bit on how I vlog, but I'm not opposed to doing it. Seth is tipping his fedora towards me. And yes, he has a fedora. I'm definitely not lying at all. He definitely has it. Please, actually, if everyone could just like send Seth if you guys are on the Discord, his name is Sarati down there. Send him pictures of fedoras for me, please. You should make more enemies come at you, like being like World 3 or so. Add more game juice. I think it's cooler to fight more enemies at once. Yeah, I agree. The next devlog is coming out next. Okay, let me be careful on this. It's either coming out next Wednesday or the Wednesday after that. I think I need more time to finish it up and get the video together. So most likely, I have a cool video on my first game jam. I think that's coming out next week. So I have like 2 or 3 videos in the works. Forgot to subscribe earlier. Your devlogs are pretty Dang nice. So here we go. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Can't wait devlogs. Thanks so much, Alexander. Hold on. My hot jams. They stopped. My hot tunes. Okay. Okay. Actually, you choose Manjaro Linux over Windows for simulating the game development, and perhaps okay. So like, I really like Arch. Because I use i3. So I use i3. I can't think of it. Can't think of the word, but for my graphic environment. So it's a tiling manager, so you can't overlap windows at all. Everything is in a box, and I just think better that way. Godot works in Arch. Pretty much everything works in Arch. The only thing that doesn't work in Arch is Adobe Premiere, which is what I do all my video editing in. So I boot over into Windows just purely to edit and also to export like Windows versions, make sure they work fine. But do you prefer working solo or in a team? I've mostly worked, a lot of projects I've worked solo, but at the same time, like a lot of the projects that I work on are with a team. It's just not like, how do I put it? It's not like me doing half the work and someone else doing half the work. It's like working in pieces with people on a team. Like one thing I really failed to mention in my multiplayer video is that I had like all the Fear team was helping me make artwork for Whizbirds and Fantasy World, all those games. So it's definitely, don't think that I'm like the only person doing this by myself. And even Dewdrop, if we look at these beautiful character designs, these are all done by the beautiful Bonzo Bean, fantastic artist and conceptual artist. So we do have a team, and then Crepe, who is running the Fear Studio account right now, he is, for one, he's my brother, and but he's been a huge help of just putting all the pieces together, helping figure out the logistics, and he also made his own game, Rocket Pods. You should check it out. Let's see. But great question. I use RayLib and SDL with C++. See, you are the big boy programmer. Do you have any tips for making a platform AI? I'm struggling. There's a great video. I think it's by PatchQuest, and he talks about how the best AI is really simple AI. So just make a move like left and right. Make it really simple. Actually, when I first started making the AI for this, they were crazy complicated. Look at Cave Story. Look at Hollow Knight. Kind of study how their movement is. And just keep it really simple, because AI is like crazy. Yeah, this is the funny thing. Seth is a programmer for a living. I'm a designer for a living. But then when I work on Fearith, I do a lot of the programming. And actually Seth, he did a ton of artwork for Whizbird. So it's like we switch hats. If Goodgis doesn't make egg and taco merch, then the fan should make it. When's a better hit or miss running application? Community merch. Did I actually reach the bottom? Oh no, I missed it. Yes. Do you have any tips? Okay, I already said that. Is gonna be free. Dewdrop will not be free. There'll be a demo out there. Guys, it's gonna be cheap. It's gonna be like, I don't know, anywhere between $1 or $3 or something like that. If it's like not a big game, we're not AAA, we're not adding DLC. It's gonna be really affordable. And I'll definitely be giving away copies. I purely am taking money charging money because Steam costs like $100 just to put your game on there. And if we want to put on the Switch, that's like $800. So if we make some money, then we can put on different consoles, and how awesome would that be? That's like my dream. Your love of Godot, it was longer than your love of coffee. That's amazing. Yes, I started making videos a month ago. I felt like in my gut I should, and I really didn't want to. and I'm super glad I did. There's an awesome community out here, and I'm just like pumped to make the next video. Like, it's exciting. But thank you so much. Yes, I'm actually using Wine right now. So I'm on Linux. I'm using Pixel Edit on Wine currently. Can I show you? Let me show you some other artwork. So let me like change the view a little bit. Hold on. I used a spray. Oh, hold on. It's gonna hate me now. Is this it? Well, it's kind of. I was gonna try to show some other like weird little sprites, but here's something. Look at these guys real quick. Wine is actually really. Let's see. I'm making a pirate game. That's awesome. I love pirates. I mean, I don't like real pirates, and I think pirates are like very immoral people, but the idea of a classic pirate is classic. I'm gonna get a job at McDonald's for this game. I hope so. Skulls in the Sea. I like it. You're a guy and I'm a guy. Would you say we're just guys? For sure. Dude, you're roasting it with these like classic references. I love it. How do you go about editing your videos? My videos take way too long to edit. If you guys noticed that my last video was like shorter, it was 5 minutes long. That's because I only had half the amount of time to do it. Normally they take me about 10, 12 hours. And at first I wasn't even writing a script. I was just improvising. Oh my gosh, I just made the Google Chrome logo. So I'm still working on my system of how to make videos, but my thing is if I watch it and I'm bored, then it's probably a bad video. And my goal, I call it the triple threat. I try to entertain. Like, I want the video to, for one, show my story. I want to tell my story of how I did something. 2, I want to give something informative. So if you don't like my story, at least you're learning something. And then 3, I want it to be funny. I want it to be entertaining, because if you get nothing else out of it other than a chuckle, then that's worth it for me. But that's my like triple threat. I don't always hit the mark, but I certainly try. I'm gonna continue making this Google Chrome logo of the rat spinning. This is terrible. This is the worst. Okay, bunny with eggs. Aseprite is better. Yeah, alright, Seth. It is good. Don't get me wrong. Aseprite is fantastic. It's just not for me. I used it for the longest time, and I really started to like it until I switched to Linux. Then it was kind of a pain in the butt. And also, I didn't like how animation worked. That's it. That's all I'm saying. Yes, it is very expensive, Rick, to put games on the Switch. I actually, like, 5 years ago, I talked with Nintendo. I got licensed to publish on the Wii U, and then I was like, I have no games to make. And then I didn't publish anything. How stupid was that? So I wanna put something on the Switch this year. Or, oh gosh, not this year. It's stressing me out. Soon. I want to post it soon. Like next year or something. I'm using OBS and YouTube currently to stream. So, OBS is open source. It's free. It's better than whatever. And that's why the stream has no bells and whistles, guys, because I literally was like, I should stream today. And then I had no preparation. So if it looks like there's no preparation, maybe that's true. But I appreciate everyone that's like have turned out. Like, I'm seriously surprised that anyone showed up. What else? Those bunnies are adorable. Do that many similar sprites really need to be separate? Could they not be the same? which is recolored in code. I'm not sure if you're asking, if you're talking about my sprites. Oh, or are you talking about the fuzzites, or those like little bunny guys? I realize you're talking about bunnies, and those are called fuzzites. You're absolutely right, but I was doing it for this quick game jam, and so I had no patience. But yes, you're right. That's how you should be doing it. Everyone's talking about bunnies. I'm like, what is everyone talking about? Durr. I love game dev live streams. Allow you to ask so many questions. I just love talking, to be honest. I talk too much. Next time I'll just put up a background of like some fire, and then maybe I'll get on camera. That way I don't have to like balance making weird artwork like that. I'm not even. What is this? It's a cinnamon roll. Let's get this out of here. Let's see. Pirates are objectively moral. They sing shanties. Okay. Has the purple flight thing creature have a name? It's my favorite. It doesn't. It actually is. I think it's called a gnat, is what I call it. If you have a better name, feel free to make up one. No worries. Really enjoy the quality. So no need to rush. Oh, no. I appreciate you asking. I'm glad that people are excited. I'm definitely excited to make more videos. I really appreciate the tip you gave in your recent video to make something terrible. I'm stuck thinking I can only make something if it ends up being perfect. Yeah, that's so true. Like, so when, like, I always hate saying this because it sounds like so pretentious, but at my job, like creating, like designing on a regular basis, some days you just don't feel like making anything, and your boss is like, hey, we need this done, we need this out, people are going to see this, and it stresses you out. So you have to like learn to just let that pressure go. Sometimes just make something bad, make it crappy, because you can't stop. Like, you're like a production line. You have to think of yourself as a conveyor belt of ideas. And if you get hung up on trying to make one of those ideas perfect, then everything else is going to bottle up. You're going to get, I call it creatively constipated, and then you're going to be miserable. And it's absolutely the worst feeling. It happens to me every once in a while. Worst feeling ever. And literally what I end up doing is making something weird, and I get past it. Promotion is better. Don't at me. Well, that's your opinion. I honestly don't know. Let's see. YouTube has this annoying thing where it just automatically scrolls to the bottom, but there's already still all these beautiful questions. I had to build a sprite from source since I can't afford it. Yeah, feel ya. The theme for the game is going to be crossover with no lyric. What to do with a drunken pirate, but a little modern and a whole new theme played by me on my violin. That's awesome. You play violin and your friend plays piano? That's awesome. Music is awesome. I'm gonna make eggs and taco game jam. You could definitely try that. Maybe that could be a community game jam. Finn Bob, if you are on I don't know if you're on a Discord, I can't remember. If you join our Discord and we'll talk about that. I'm gonna get this game when it comes out. Yeah, man, I'm glad you guys are excited. Hopefully it lives up to the hype. Use Diablo Fire, Jeff. Yes. But I'm a child. I'm gonna buy a Dewdrop. Well, save up your allowance. I don't know. Do you guys get allowance? Is that still a thing? I just started to learn C#. Do you have any tips? My tip for you is to just make sure you're like learning the fundamentals. Like, you should be doing two different things. Make sure you're following a guide that teaches you like C# from scratch, kind of like the basics, integers. How do you create, variables and data structures, all that basic kind of blah syntax formatting stuff. Do that while you're also watching like a tutorial on like how to make happy jumpy game or something, like some easy game tutorial, because not only will you'll get more comfortable making a game with it, but then you'll also learn what you're doing with it. That's what I've been doing with C++. And to be honest, you just have to just jump into it. Don't be intimidated by it. And like people that think C# or C++ is hard, that's like, you guys have to expand your brains. You all have big brains out there. It's easy-ish. It's easy. You guys can do it. All right. Peace out, Saratide. Thanks for hopping on the stream. What graphic environment are you using for your Linux, Rick? How is my workflow? Okay, I'm gonna try to pronounce it. Cartavara. Why is that so hard to pronounce? I'm probably slaughtered it too. Workflow is probably terrible because I just like, I'll work on my game and then I'll be like, oh, it's bad. And then I'm like, what am I missing? And then I'll write it down, but I don't use Trello. I've tried to use Trello and, I don't know why. I make a Trello board and I like put some stuff in it and that stresses me out and I never touch it. So I don't really use Trello. I use Standard Notes. It's like an encrypted note app like Evernote, except for it's better and they don't read your if you like, privacy is a real issue, guys. Like people, a lot of companies like they like to look at your data. So use Standard Notes if you want to take notes and don't want people snooping in on them. That way you can write your like weird egg and taco love poetry. No one will know. Here, let's look at this. Let's look at these nice. I'm trying to change the view for you guys because, like I said, I feel bad that there's not much to look at here. I'm weird. Violin is fun. We get allowance. Nice. Allowances are nice things to have. Like, I work for a living, like, and I still give myself an allowance, because I think it's good to like portion out your money like that. You only have money from birthdays and over holidays. I remember that, man. I saved up for my Nintendo DS to do that when I was like 12. It's rough. I need a big brain. We all need big brains. You all have them. Just embrace the big brain that you've meant to be. That makes no sense, but Hallowed Plays. Hi, found your vids. Oh, quit scrolling, YouTube. Found your vids a few days ago. Thank you so much for hopping on, and I'm glad you're enjoying the stream. Is anyone selling a brain? Cart is fine. Thing that burns my brain to death are C++ pointers. Yes, pointers are weird. I'm still wrapping my head around them, but it's all good. Don't worry about it. You have the brain. We all have big brains. Is Twitch ever a streaming option in the future? I don't know. I've streamed on Twitch in the past. I think it makes more sense in some ways. I guess I don't really see the benefit of creating a following on Twitch. Maybe unless you're trying to get a different following. I think it's more convenient, probably for you guys and for myself, to just post on YouTube and stream on here, because you guys can get reminders if you're subscribed. I think if you click the notification bell, this sounds like an advertisement. I promise it's not. If you click the notification bell, you'll get like notified if I'm going live. And if that works better, then like right now that works better for me than Twitch. Maybe we can look at Twitch, but that's that. Chat is delayed. Chat is not delayed. It is it is me that's delayed reading all the old chats. Send the link. I don't have a link. It's type in Standard Notes. Privacy is important, guys. You should realize that. It is like probably one of the most like. Okay, like let me get on my digital soapbox for a second. Like, privacy is a big deal. The internet wasn't what it used to be, and it's just important to protect yourself because you don't need people snooping in on your data. That's why with ExpressVPN. No, I'm kidding. It's not an ad. But yeah, Privacy should be important. Read up some articles on it. Or if you're younger and you don't like articles, just then take my word for it. Oh yeah, Crate posted. There you go. Chat is usually delayed. I use Construct 3. How was it when you released your first game? Honestly, I released games a long time ago. There used to be a website called Yo-Yo Games. Well, actually, Yo-Yo Games sounds Game Maker, but it used to be called Sandbox.Yo-Yo Games. And I released my first games there. It felt okay. More recently, I think Calamari Madness was the first game I released recently. And it was kind of bittersweet. I kind of was like happy that I released it. At the same time, I was just like, oh, I could do better. So it's weird. I think it's kind of releasing games as a muscle, and the more you do it, probably the better it feels. But this game's gonna feel amazing when it's done because it's taken a year already, and there's not much to show for it. There are 42 people here. That's crazy. Not Twitch. I wouldn't have it. If you are new to dev, should you start off with simple 2D games? Yeah, I find that the best type of game is doing like a top-down maze game for when you're learning 2D. That's why, like, helping all my friends learn like programming stuff, that's always the first thing we do. Actually, last year we hosted a game jam where it was like make a maze game, like top-down maze game, just because it's simple, it's not too crazy, and it keeps you, I don't know, there's so much you can do with it. You can make like a Zelda type game, you could make a puzzle push platformer, I don't know. But I don't even know if that's the best, but that's it. An hour and 9 minutes. I don't know. Is that how long I've been streaming? I'll probably end it shortly here. What am I drawing? I am drawing a rat boss. I'm trying to draw him, but he's coming along. You guys are being fantastic, and I just can't keep up with the... Hey, I would rather not be able to work on this because you guys are chatting than to only be working on this because everyone is, no one's here and I'm just crying. Great stream. How did I get into game dev? Oh gosh, that's a great question. One of my friends, long time ago, when I think I was like 10 years old, wait, was I? Yeah, something like that. I'm 24 now, just to put in perspective. He was like, oh dude, there's this sweet software called Game Maker. You gotta check it out. You can make games and you can be like so cool. And I was like, you know what? That's so stupid. That's what I literally said to him is, that's so dumb. Why would I want to make my own games? So that kind of planted the seeds of like, should I make a game? Yes or no? And then around that time, my brother actually, Crepe Man, or Crepe, he doesn't go by Crepe Man anymore. He was making a card game. It was called like Super Cards or Power Cards or something. And it was terrible. Like it was like Pokemon, but it was like wasn't. And so we started off by just making card games, and then we're like, we need to move this to the computer. So it really just all started from this excitement of wanting to make our own games. I've always been a person like, if I can't get something, I'll just make it, I made a board game called The Keep because I was tired of like overpriced board games that were boring and like no one wanted to play. So I'm like, I'll just make one. And I did, and that's why, I'm trying to think, we sold like 14 different states and like some international sales and stuff like that. So if you create things that you want, chances are other people want them as well. It's not always the case. I made some weird stuff that nobody's wanted except for me, like this rat. But yeah, that's kind of in a nutshell how I did it. I'm gonna try some different colors on this rat real quick. Ooh, I kind of like this rat better. Okay. If it's not ExpressVPN, that's NordVPN. Yeah, I think VPNs are like perfectly fine. I'm just not sponsored by them. And that's like, I don't know if I would advertise them because I honestly don't know if they're quality or not. I have no idea. I have no opinion, so don't think I do. How do you get good at Whizbirds? You play it for many hours. Like, Whizbirds is just a grindy game. It's like an old school 2D grindy MMO. And if it's not for everyone, that's for sure. Like, some people just don't have the big brain to handle it. I shouldn't even say big brain. It should be the attention span to like sit there grinding for hours. But I kid you not, there are people that are like level 99 in that game. Or they're close to that. They're level 80. And I think I did the math, and you have to, it's like 1,000 hours or something. So there's definitely people that have worked their way to the top in the Whizbird community. So maybe you'll be next. Or maybe you don't have to do that, and maybe be productive with your time. I don't know. Goodgis, the tacos and the eggs are sponsoring you. Say good stuff to team up. Here's $1 billion trillion food dollars. Yes, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you, the sponsor for today is eggs and tacos. You can boil them, you can broil them, you can do whatever, but make sure to eat your eggs and taco. What is this, like a public service announcement? Because I'm not advertising a specific brand, but there you go. Are you happy, Watermelon? By the way, best C# course for beginners IMO on Free Code Camp channel over. I actually think I watched that, maybe. But thanks so much for sharing that. I don't use C# really as much anymore. Use more C++ and GD script, but I think that's a great resource. Where did the egg go? I hid it from view. You will never see the eggs again. Just had to go somewhere. What are your PC specs? Mine are complete garbage. Hold on, I will answer my specs in a second. Hey, can you leave the live stream unlisted because I want to see it? Yes, it's going to be in a playlist. If you want to watch it later, it will be in a playlist. It'll be unlisted video in a playlist. That's what I'm trying to say. Well, in case you end the stream and I forget, been nice chatting with you again, old friend. I wish you good luck with this project. Hey, thank you so much, Jolly Potato. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're safe, and hope to see you down the road. I was literally just thinking about you the other day, so hope you're doing well. Great to see you again. I've been making games. I've not been making games long and recently started YouTube. Would you recommend doing both to focus on game dev? It's really up to you. I think the only reason I'm able to do both right now is because I have like 1,000 games I made before all this. So it makes it easier to like make videos on those old games while I'm working on my new ones. But I would say that one of the negatives of doing YouTube and game dev at the same time at first, it's overwhelming. But hey, if you can do it, power to you, and you can create your brand. It was terrible, Crepe. I tried, okay? What are Rat's attacks? I have no idea what he's gonna do. He's probably gonna roll into a ball and slam into the wall. It didn't mean to rhyme. It's like a Dr. Seuss film, book, whatever it is. I'm busy waiting for my sister to stop watching Netflix so I can watch my anime. Thanks for entertaining me till then. Hey, thanks for stopping by and enjoy your anime. You should make the teeth gray as well. It's not a bad idea. Let's try that. Oh, he just got 10 times creepier. I don't know if I like his eyes. They're a little weird. Game Maker Studio, if you don't want to spend money, just get Godot. But Game Maker Studio, I have like a Windows license. But it's not bad. Some stuff's not bad. Can you make Linux Whizbirds build? I think we do have one. We can export it. I don't know if we will, because Whizbirds is kind of like it's been put on the shelf for now because I have too many other things to be working on right now. But we could eventually make a... Ooh, he looks angry now. We could eventually do a Linux build. We need to finish mirror. Okay. This is, guys, normally it takes me like 10 minutes to make artwork. This rat has taken me an hour and what? Hour and 20 minutes? Petition for the rat to throw tacos and eggs. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Hey, thanks for stopping by. Have a wonderful day. Okay, definitely join the Discord. It'll change your life. I don't know about that, but there's definitely a community. If you want to keep the conversation going after the stream, make sure to join on there. Okay, I'm gonna start wrapping up here. Anyone have some final questions? Final questions. I'm gonna wrap up in the next 10 minutes. Why do you do my voice weird? I don't know. Am I doing your voice weird? Make the rat have a rat. Okay, wait, what? Yeah, it is like, I have made art while talking with people, but it never was like as many questions like reading. So it you know, it's a whoa, nope. It is a you know, a little tricky, but I'm enjoying it. I won't say that I'll never add a taco or an egg to my game, but I won't say that I will either. You never know. Never say never, you know. Okay, so any questions? I'm gonna end this like at 4:30ish my time, which I have no idea where you guys are located at. Let's say nine more minutes. Do you know any site where I can find some good C# help? I honestly don't. If anyone in the chat knows that, that'd be awesome. I just have followed like online tutorials and like Unity guides when I was using it, but I haven't done that in a little bit. Can I have Roblox, please? I actually don't play Roblox. As ironic, like I kind of did in the past. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna pretend. All right, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. But I did used to play it, but now I don't. Rix, have a fun time playing Minecraft with your friends. I'm glad you got to be part of the stream, and I hope to see you around. All right. Any other questions? I don't know. There's like all this information right now on my screen, and I don't understand any of it. My brain it's not big enough. Yes, Watermelon King, you can always be known as the taco. Wait, what was it? The Taco Boy. Yes. Okay, we're gonna get rid of that. We don't need this guy either. Thinking. I'm just trying to see if anyone has any last minute things, anything they want to say. Thanks for the stream. Hey, thanks for tuning in. Motor Thud. That's an interesting username. I like it. We're about to wrap it up here, like a neat bow tie. I will say that I'm excited. Literally, as I started the stream, a FedEx truck stopped with here we go. Here's some nerd talk. With an audio interface, so hopefully the audio quality will start sounding better in the videos. Someone was complaining that the music is too loud on one of my videos, and that's because my mic has this high-pitched frequency, and I need the music to be loud so you can't hear it. So I'm getting I'm trying to fix that. Okay, bye-bye, Taco Game, remember me. Shelby, thanks for stopping by. Egg People, Egg Merch, Egg Bert. Alright, I'm seeing if there's any last things. Okay, you can be the rat / mouse bee, like he does not know when he should be happy or mad. Do you have any last minute advice for where to learn video editing? It's a tricky question. I think the best thing to do is just practice. Start editing. A general rule of thumb is like a shot shouldn't last longer than like 15 seconds or something. That's with film. Obviously, you can get away more with YouTube stuff, but I just think keep your shots quick, keep it punchy, try to match the music if you can, and just watch it a couple times. If you're bored watching it, then chances are other people will be as well. I always have my wife like watch my videos because she's not a big game dev. She's made games in the past, but that's not her passion per se. And if she's enjoyed, or my parents are enjoyed, if they enjoy the video, then I know I've successfully done it. So hopefully that helps. If you don't want to use Adobe Premiere because it costs money, and Adobe is sometimes, check out DaVinci Resolve. It's perfectly free, and it's actually becoming the industry standard for like color grading and stuff. So check it out. It's free. It's awesome, and I'm all for free stuff. Snuck, see you later. Thanks for stopping by. What's the Thursday? Where am I? Okay. Real quickly, a little plug. And if Crepe, you wouldn't mind posting the link again, we have a game jam coming up. It's coming up next December. Really, the only requirement is to make a winter themed game. Don't get mad at me. I know it's not winter yet, but make sure to check it out. Trying to think what else. If you're not in our Discord, check that out too. If you want to get updates, you don't have to. There's no pressure. Jolly Potato just said if Hannah like, yeah, she's come a long way with the videos, or with games. She's more of a gamer now. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching the stream. I really appreciate it. I'm sorry there's no new video today. There will be more videos soon, and I will work on Dewdrop. There will be much more exciting stuff ahead. But stay up to date. Like if you check out my Twitter, I post random stuff on there, sometimes artwork. You don't have to follow me there. So anyway, I'm trying to think. Is there anything else? I'll let you guys in. We still got what, 3 minutes left, 2 minutes left. We're gonna talk about the taco again. Any last things? I was talking to if you join the Discord, we're talking about some ways, community engagement. I would love to do some giveaways for you guys, and just like fun event nights for just people that are part of the community. It's just fun. It's fun hanging out with all you gamers. Yeah, so, all right, guys, I think that's it. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you guys really like the stream, maybe I can try to make this a more common occurrence. I could do a video and a stream per week or something. Let me know. If not, then I'll see you around. I'll see you in the next video, or maybe I'll see you around the community. So stay classy. Have a wonderful day. Stay safe in this crazy environment right now, and remember to always keep your elf ears pointed high. I don't know what that means, but have a good one, guys. See ya.